Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from a screening after seeing Venom. Venom is a 2018 film that's in association with Marvel. Very important to establish that. It is directed by Ruben Fleischer, and the plot... The plot is we see Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. He's a reporter who's trying to uncover this nefarious guy from this high-level corporation that's doing what else? Illegal experiments on people for the good of the world and higher purpose, blah, blah, blah. And in getting involved with this, he somehow winds up in this mess. And when I say mess, I mean literal mess. An alien symbiote that attaches itself onto him, and he becomes this entity, Venom. And as Venom, he's not the nicest person in the world. He's not the most heroic person in the world, but he is an anti-hero, so he has to stop the corporation. Now, what I thought of this movie was... Look, I'll be honest, I had such low expectations going into it. I was worried from the beginning with this movie. The fact that there's no Spider-Man in it. The fact that it's Sony. Nothing to do with Marvel proper. It's Sony doing their own thing, trying to establish their own universe. But with all of that, I can't say I hated this movie. I'm not going to say the movie's very good. Or like, but... And I do understand people who did dislike it, who do hate it, but it's one of those situations where I'm a huge fan of Venom, if you couldn't tell. I love Venom. He's my favorite Spider-Man villain. So being able to see him back on the screen, live action, the last time we saw him in live action, this is what we got. So yeah, I was a little disappointed. So seeing him here, he looked more like the character that I knew and love. I think Tom Hardy is a great actor. Some of the humor was very surprising and almost offsetting. Like, I just wasn't prepared for the type of humor that was in this movie. I thought this was going to be a lot more serious, a lot more grounded in some ways. The trailers would make you think that. Tom Hardy does pull off the comedy. There are a few scenes that do make me laugh pretty hard, but other scenes I thought was really awkward and almost cringy at times. So the tone, it's hard to get a handle of. I love the moments though of him and Venom inside of his head talking to him, and the two of them going back and forth. There was a lot of moments of that to where I thought, more of this, please, because it's the best thing going. Michelle Williams is also in the film, and I thought she was good. Jenny Slate is in the movie, but Riz Ahmed, I want to talk about Riz Ahmed. Great actor. I loved him in movies like Nightcrawler and Rogue One. I was looking forward to seeing what different thing he was going to do with the villain, because he is playing the villain. I don't know his name, the character's name. I'm going to say he plays a dude. He plays this guy running the corporation, and it's so generic. It's so cookie cutter. It's such a lazy character villain that they've wrote here. And I do think that there are parts of this movie that do feel lazy, that do feel just strung together. And sure, there's cool action scenes. There's one really cool action scene of Venom fighting off a bunch of like police officers, SWAT cops, and like that was cool. Seeing Venom in action at all was very cool for me, and I think that's just being a fan. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna appreciate that. It's almost like the movie saying, hey, we know we're not that good, so here's some really comic booky nerdy stuff that we know you'll love. And so I'm trying to like not let that cloud me. I do think I personally, and some other people, according to this audience in the screening, like they're gonna enjoy it more than others. If I had to rate this movie, and I've been thinking about this the whole way home, what would I give this film? I feel like for normal people, it's going to be like a some old bullshit. But for me, I'm going to give it a date movie. Yes, I know I'm being so very nice, and a lot of it does have to do with the Venom character itself. I think there was much needed to make this movie better. This movie should have been so much better. I'll get into that though with my spoiler discussion. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Venom. What do you think of it? Did you like it or do you hate it? Which is what I'm expecting. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!